Okay, instructors, in the case that we have to take most of our classes online or electronic, I'm going to show you how to set up a Zoom video call for you to host, as well as show you kind of the details on how a student will receive an invitation and how they would log in. Okay, so first you're going to go to zoom.us. So you can just type in zoom, zoom.us. Okay, it's going to take you to a sign-in page, and I will provide the login information for you. But it is info@ncrelicense.com, and the password will be included in the email as well that I send out. Okay, so once you're in the system, we are going to be setting up a new meeting or scheduling a new meeting. Okay, you can label it whatever you want. Since there's going to be multiple people using these accounts, please label the classes as the class that you are hosting. So, for example, this would be a Hillsborough CE on April 4th. Okay. You can schedule the date. So in this case, we're going to schedule it for April 4th. And let's say this is an 8:30 a.m. course. And it's going to last 4 hours. Okay. For pre and post classes, in that case, you can actually select a reoccurring meeting and actually select the days and how often it repeats and occurrences, things like that. So the same link that you invite people to will work ongoing for all those reoccurring dates as well. You do not need to require registration. You can ask it to generate a code automatically. You do not need to require a password meeting. You do want to turn on video for the host and the participant. This is very important because you need to be keeping an eye on the students to make sure they're actually paying attention. You can allow audio from both the telephone and the computer. You do want to allow them to join before the host, so just in case a student logs on before you get on as an instructor, it'll kind of put them in a holding room. Okay. I do encourage you to mute participants upon entry. That way you can choose to unmute them when you want, but that way you're not hearing all their background noise. You do want to enable a waiting room, and you do want to, you can record your meetings if you want to, you don't have to. And if you have an instructor subbing for you, you can add an alternative host via their email. Okay, so once you've set up that meeting, whether it's a one-time class or a reoccurring class, you're going to save. And from here, it'll the meeting itself you can add to your calendars. It's going to give you a custom meeting ID, but then it allows you to invite attendees. Okay, so in this case, we're going to copy the invitation. And then we can email it to a student. Okay, and I'm going to use this link here in a moment to show you an example of what the student's going to see on their end when they log into a class. Okay. So when you are ready and that class comes up, you're going to log in the same way you did. And when you're on the home page, it's going to say, here's upcoming meetings. You can click on this and start this meeting. Now, if you've never downloaded the Zoom function on your computer, it is going to ask you to download it. So what you're going to see is you're going to see your face. Hi, everybody. And down on the left-hand side, you'll be able to unmute yourself as well as pause your video if you need to. So then it'll show the logo. So if you don't want people seeing you as you're getting ready or prepping or anything like that. You'll be able to see how many participants are in the classroom. You'll also be able to see each one of them. You can mute each one individually, or you can mute all or unmute all. Okay. There's also a chat function, so everybody can send messages back and forth, and you can kind of keep this open to see just general communication. You can also attach PDF files if you have a handout for that day. And then you can also choose for it to record the training class if you want to. Now one of the most important features here is the share button here at the bottom. Now what this allows you to do is it allows you to share your screen. So in this case, let's go to my desktop. Actually, let's not do that. Give me just a second. I am actually going to open up a file. So let's say, for example, we are sharing a PowerPoint file. We can get a PowerPoint presentation. We can get that file open. Okay, once that presentation is open, we will have the ability to go back to Zoom, and we can actually ask it to share our PowerPoint. So then everybody that's in the meeting will now see the PowerPoint, but also be able to either see you on video up here or also hear you, okay? So you will continue to work through your slides, work through your entire presentation, on and on and on for class, okay? At any point in time, you can go up here to the Stop Share button, and it's going to take you straight back to the video. Or if you need to then share another screen. There's also a whiteboard option too, which is really helpful. So you can always click on the whiteboard option and have the ability to draw and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Then once the meeting is done, you will just sit here and use the end meeting button and you're all set. So you can do that in the case that we ever have to take any of these classes online. This is going to be your easiest approach. I will also be recording a separate video in regards to what the students see on their end on login. Okay?